Now, back to more of Behind the Scenes at the Hanover Theater. And your host, Lisa Condon.
Thank you all for tuning in. I'm excited to be here and having a great conversation with Kate Zelliff. She's one of the skiers from Warren Miller's Timeless, presented by Volkswagen, and that awesome film is coming to the Hanover Theater on Friday, November 8th. Showtime's at 8. Welcome, Kate.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're more than welcome. It's my pleasure. So I have to say, I'm excited to see that we're talking to a local New Englander who has grown up skiing here in New England, and then you've become queen of your ski universe, and you've been able to participate in these incredible world-class ski movies. So can you tell us a little bit about your journey, and then let's get into what's it like to be making one of these movies to let the tradition continue, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Everything started for me in North Conway, New Hampshire. I grew up skiing at Cranmore Mountain Resort, which is a cute little ski area that I was super lucky to be a part of. And then that's where ski racing, I kind of started getting into it and falling in love with it. And then I actually took my ski career to Proctor Academy in Andover, New Hampshire, so another New Hampshire tie. And I grew up skiing at Dartmouth Skiway, so right in your backyard, so lots of New Hampshire connections, and then I actually skied for the University of New Hampshire. So that's kind of where all of that began, and then I moved out to Jackson, Wyoming, and started competing in the big mountain world of free skiing, and kind of haven't looked back since. I'm feeling really grateful to be a part of Warren Miller. It was always something in my childhood I looked forward to each fall, and it's pretty much a dream come true to be involved in one of these films, so pretty exciting stuff.
That is pretty exciting stuff, and I am familiar with Cranmore. As a matter of fact, I think most people listening, if they're from this area, are familiar with New Hampshire skiing. And, you know, it's a dream of a lot of local athletes to be able to reach the level that you reach. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the things that you've observed that really help people versus hold them back when you're going for that level of, you know, in performing arts we'd say artistry, but it's always skill, right?
Yeah, it's tricky in the world of big mountain skiing simply because there's no direct way to the top. When I was ski racing, it was if you skied fast, you were on the podium and you did well. With big mountain, there's a lot of different avenues you can take, so for me, consistency really has paid off. Just continue plugging away, and I think you kind of can't be too hard on yourself. There are going to be some lows, and you just have to keep moving on and plugging through, and just stick with it. Really, it's been all over the place. It's been a total roller coaster ride. So I'm just grateful that I was okay taking these hits and falling down, and now I'm finally seeing all of my hard work pay off, and it feels really, really good. But yeah, I would say just keep plugging along is the only advice I really can give.
Well, so tell us a little bit about this year's Warren Miller movie, because people who enjoy Warren Miller's amazing films come year after year. So talk to us a little bit about what we can look forward to seeing in Warren Miller's Timeless, and tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing in that movie.
Sure. This movie is special. It's the 70th anniversary, and now that Warren is no longer with us, it's cool to see what the production company is doing with his legacy. And this film is extra special. It's kind of, at least in the segment that I was part of, it was almost the next generation. I got to ski with Rod Delorier and Jess McMillan and Kit Delorier and these legends of the sport that came before me. And when I was filming with Rob here in Jackson, it was actually 30 years, almost to the day, that he filmed with Warren Miller for the first time in Jackson. So kind of a monumental thing. And I've looked up to Rob a long time, and Jess McMillan as well. And it's kind of like the handing of the torch, it feels like, in this film. And I was lucky enough to ski alongside Forrest Gilson, who's a Jackson local, and Cam Fitzpatrick is a Jackson snowboarder, and they're both up-and-comers and a really great crew of athletes. We had amazing weather, and we're all just trying to push the sport, and it's really amazing to be a part of.
Absolutely. And so, you know, you're talking about the sport, and I think it's obvious that Warren Miller's cinematography has really helped to bring some of the beauty of what avid skiers see in the wilderness and when they push the limits. Have you noticed kind of following, or what kind of impact would you say that Warren Miller's films have had on your sport?
I think Warren Miller films always were really good at telling a story and diving a little deeper into the world of skiing or the skier and what that means, opposed to that hard-hitting action, which I personally enjoy, and I know a lot of people do as well. But Warren Miller kind of has more of the feel of the coming of winter and the excitement that brings and the community of skiing. And I think for me, it's always been more about the community and who I'm with, opposed to where I'm at and what I'm doing. And I think with all the craziness within the climate, it's important just to connect with nature. And skiing is one of those cool things that you can just tell your story and be a part of it and enjoy the outdoors. And I guess that's what Warren Miller is to me. And it's a welcoming atmosphere, you know, like it always feels all inclusive and exciting. And that fall time rush is really, really a spectacular thing.
Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing Warren Miller's Timeless, again presented by Volkswagen. It's coming at the perfect time to get all of us New Englanders excited about the ski season ahead and the great outdoors. Again, it's coming to the Hanover Theater on Friday, November 8th. Curtain time is at 8 p.m. This is a really reasonably priced show for people who are listening. Tickets are just $23 in advance and $24 the day of the show. Obviously, tickets are available at our box office, but also you can buy them online at the Hanover Theater, spelled with an RE.org. Anything else you want to tell our listeners before we have to take a break?
Ski the East. Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. Everybody else, stay tuned. We'll be back after this quick break on Behind the Scenes with the Hanover Theater on WCRN AM 830.